Okay, so same lesson as before. Well, I have to put a sticker over my face because it is daytime. Continuing of that lesson. So when you go out and you pick those berries or forage or hunt or whatever, you need that adrenaline. You need that anger. So it started to become a very common practice that we would purposely piss each other off or get each other's blood pumping directly before a hunt, or if we were going to go on a foraging expedition for mushrooms and berries and nuts and like acorns and stuff like that. Now in our society, today's society, we don't do any of that anymore. Really, truly, and honestly, the ones who are disabled or sick or whatever, and then when we would come home from foraging or hunting or whatever, we would be so exhausted, but our children, for example, our loved ones, whatever, would be so happy to see us, and so we had to exert just a little tiny bit of extra energy to show them that we still loved them and we cared about them and we didn't let the hunt or the foraging get the better of us. And so that, at first it was the hunt. It was mainly the hunt. And so we would either have to muster up a little bit more energy, or we would have to call it in early sometimes just to be able to have enough energy to walk back. Because there was the walk there, and then there was the walk back, and then there was the hunting and the foraging. So, we'd come home and we'd be cranky. Well, we still had to show them that we loved them. We couldn't let it get the better of us. And so we would go and we would sit down and we would enjoy our spoil. So we'd pick them up, we'd hug them, and we would enjoy our spoils. We'd teach them, a little bit, or we'd play with them, just enough to show them that, hey, man, we still care about you. And we wouldn't be mean about it. 9 out of 10 times, we'd let them win, but we would also not let them win. We would, say, for example, pine cone throwing back then, throwing rocks, throwing pine cones. We would throw it, really lame and just be like, oh, man, that sucked. Can you teach me how to do it better? And they'd throw it really good, and they'd be like, and then you would be all like, oh, wow, yeah, here, let me try again, and you would just throw it slightly better. You were purposely throwing it bad, just to kind of teach them to, teach you, help them learn and stuff like that. Well, now in today's society, we have so much of that energy because we can just go to the store and buy our food now. So we have so much of that energy just built up. And see, the thing about energy is, if it's not exhausted properly, exchanged properly, and it sits there and it builds up in you, it's just as bad as not having enough energy, if not worse, because now you actually have the energy to exert your anger instead of not having enough energy to not exert your anger. So that is a lot of why we get angry, and a lot of why we are not being able to figure out what's going incorrectly in our lives. Okay, y'all have a safe day, night, wherever you're at, and please, 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 like and subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. But also, just yes, please have a safe day or night wherever you're at. It's chaotic out there, and mainly for the reasons that I've stated in this lesson, which this is the end of lesson 1. So, thank y'all for watching. Please stay safe. Like, honestly, like, I cannot express it enough. Okay, bye.